you finished well tonight. I mean, it was a little rough out there, though.
Rough, but it wasn't too bad. I've been on a lot worse.
Well, it was funny. I was watching the heat races very attentively after Huset's. It seemed like kind of the same thing. Huset's was lap goes by, you're in line, and that's where you are, although you're not inverted. How was that? Is it typical for Cedar Lake, or just that's how heavy it was due to the rain delay?
No, it was heavy, and it was rough. Definitely had character to it, but I mean, it widened out right away. As soon as the non-weight cars got on it, that was 3/4 of the way up the track. So I think for all the rain they got, I mean, you couldn't. We've been on a lot worse racetracks, so I wanted to race today.
Well, the heat races seem to be tough to pass. You had to make your ground up quick. Obviously, rain, nobody can control that. You did make a comment, though, in your interview. Apparently, not everybody wanted to race today. What was that about, technically?
Just certain people that like to voice their opinion didn't want to race today, or didn't think we should be racing today. And usually it's people that get paid whether we race or not, whether we rain out or not necessarily drivers. But I just think sometimes the World Racing Group gets a lot of voices, a lot of people voicing their opinion to them, and I think they do a great job because they get it from all angles. They lose no matter what, whether it's from the fans or the race teams, and I know my team wants to race. I've been out here for a long time, and I've seen a lot of shitty racetracks, and I really didn't think this would be that bad. I came to look at the track at noon, and guys were just really bitching and saying that we shouldn't be here racing, but I think we're racers, and it ended up being a pretty good racetrack. Yeah, we had to get into traffic to make guys move around a little bit, but I started 5th, up to 2nd, back to 4th, and went back and forth a few times. So lap cars had to make it more interesting, but fans got to see a race, drivers got paid.
Because there's a lot of people here, you know.
Yeah, there always is, and that's so I don't blame World Racing Group for wanting to get the race in, or the promoters, because I know the promoters here at Cedar Lake really wanted to get it in too.
Well, and it seems like the World of Outlaws try to race no matter what. It seems like they do try to get their shows in. And it sounds like, even though the fans agree with that, it sounds like there is this group of people sometimes that are like, hey, it's getting late, tracks may not be perfect, let's just go home. And you're saying that's kind of like this behind the curtains, not the drivers, as you're saying. There's like this behind the curtain scenario where people are trying to dictate what the Outlaws choose, is what you're saying.
Yeah, certain people are always crying down at and that's why I call them crybabies, because they're always down there crying. They want things a certain way. If things don't go their way in particular, they're down bawling about it. So that's why I said it just gets annoying from the outside. So my team's never down there complaining, and sometimes it feels like, oh, maybe we should go do the same thing so we get our way sometimes. But I don't like that. So after the heat, I was just glad that we were racing, and just a little frustration came out in the interview.
Well, it sounds like this is a part of your character. I've always had good interactions with you. You seem down to earth, but you also at one point showed up in a very underfunded team and had to work your way up. Can't say the same for a good amount of some of these. Some of them you can, but not all of them. Is that maybe a part of why you think we should race? If we can race, let's do it.
Sure, I think a lot of these guys had to race like I did when I first started. They probably wouldn't be racing, but and I just think that when I first started, we went to places like I forget what it's called, Rock whatever, and
it's that out of distance you can't remember the place.
Yeah, it was probably like 10 years ago, but it was an asphalt track. They put clay on, and Donnie Schatz won, and you couldn't even get on the gas. There were so many holes in it, and we ended up racing that. But anyways, we raced a lot worse, and I think they should just let these guys, sometimes, different teams need to come down and voice their opinion, and because we are professionals and it makes sense sometimes, but down there complaining all the time is just a little annoying.
Well, and especially Wisconsin, it seems like there's a lot of, I've always kind of joked, you can agree or not, Wisconsin and PA, they're pretty close as far as how many people come out, how passionate they are. I mean, Wisconsin's kind of underrated for the fan base that they have when they have sprint car racing.
Yeah, I didn't get to see the look up in the stands a whole lot, but they always usually get a lot of fans here. And I think, especially if you cancel today when it didn't rain since last night.
I mean, campgrounds are full.
No, campgrounds are full, and people weren't canceling their plans. They were going to come here and watch, and they'd have been very disappointed if they did.
And they saw the same. They saw the same forecast.
Yeah, Yeah, so they made a good decision. You saw a decent racetrack with a lot of rain, and they did a good job with it. And fans are happy, and they're going to be here tomorrow and seeing fireworks and being all excited about 4th of July and watching sprint cars.
Well, and some of the best fireworks shows are here. Some firework events coming up. What are you looking forward to the rest of the year? It seems like the team is very consistent this year. Usually it seems like y'all are up and down, but it seems like a very even playing in 2025.
I think we went through a little slump after we crashed at Williams Grove. Some tracks that really didn't fit what we were doing, and I think we just kind of got in a little slump, but I think we're better. I think we're a lot better tonight than actually what we finished. We just got a little tight, broke the W link there on the last restart, but I thought we had something for David until that happened. So maybe it's going to be probably a lot drier track tomorrow. They're going to let it dry out, and I think we have a great.
And that's when this place is good. Yeah, I think you would assume.
Put a great race on. Usually, if you can get up by the wall, usually you can run the bottom here and you get guys moving around. It usually puts on a really good race. So I'm excited for tomorrow and really, for the future.
So is there going to be a new shirt for you? No crybabies allowed. Sharks don't like dolphins. I mean, anything new coming? I mean, I feel like you got to run with this.
I don't say a whole lot. I guess I let some frustration build up, and I might voice my opinion every once in a while.
Well, hey man, there's nothing wrong with that. Ask that guy.
Yeah.
He's the shark. If you're the shark, what is he? A whale?
Who's that?
Yeah, is that a whale?
Killer whale.
Hey, are you the killer whale?
Appreciate you coming out,
he's
man.
pushing me out
We're
now.
good, man. Thank you,
Just
man.
like the shots at Knoxville, you're pushing me out.
Now, that was 2021, my man. It was a long time ago, all right?
Oh, no. What do we need to know about the Shark team this year? Tell me.
Shark team is doing a great job. Guys are working really hard, and we've got a new group. They're gelling together well. The other Shark team had a good night down in Wheatland tonight.
Yes, he did. Start on the pole.
Started on the pole, led 7 laps, came home 6, so real proud of those guys. Everybody's working together. We're all heading back to PA next week, see what we can do, and be ready for July, buddy.
Well, since the 1A has kind of like not went national like we're used to seeing it, is there still that connection between the 1S and the 1A that is tight?
The connection is really tight because it starts with the legend Bobby Allen that started it, and that's where this all stems from. He had a vision, he had a dream, his 2 boys, 2 cars out on the road, and that's still continuing. Yes, the 1A has not traveled as much, but they're regrouping and kind of building a new plan of where they're going. So you're going to see a lot more of them in the second half of the year. And like I said, real proud of everything that's going on.
Well, and Ashton has really outperformed what most people assume.
He's done a great job. Done a great job in a new environment. The kid's 19 years old, racing the place he's never been to, and
like Wheatland on the pole. I mean,
yeah, exactly.
Like Baps won the race,
right?
No matter what Danny says.
No, he did a great job out there, and I was happy for him to win, and couldn't be happier for everybody that's involved with our team to continue to grow.
Well, I would assume that when you say Shark Racing, it's the Great White.
Now they all know the Sharks better than me, so yeah, the Great White. I'm
just
know
saying,
all the Tiger Sharks, all the sharks.
Well,
so it is Shark Week. It's coming now, Chaz. I wish we had Discovery Channel kind of behind your show.
Oh, come on!
Say, hey, Shark Week coming, but hey. Shark Week's Eldora time, and really like to put on a really great performance here. We've had some great, both cars. 1A, 1S been fantastic at Eldora, and Bobby Allen, first Outlaw winner at Eldora. So it's a roots run deep in the Shark Tank here, and we're excited about everybody that makes this thing go.
Okay. And no matter what the hammerheads of Danny Dietrich say, the Great Whites will eat them up all day long.
We're excited about everything that's in front of us. Sharks are hungry, and we're going to do everything we can to bite as much as we can over the next 6 weeks.
Well, and it's a big 6 weeks. Biggest 6 weeks of sprint car racing.
It's coming off the heels.
It's crazy how it's compressed right there. July, first week of August. It's like a Super Bowl run.
The crazy thing is, and you talk to all these guys, and Chaz, you've been around it a long time. We just ran for 12,000 to win tonight on a pretty, aggressive track. We came off a week where, we're running for $250,000, 100,000. These guys don't stop, man. It's pretty awesome. I mean, yes.
2 weeks from now, Kings Royal.
2 weeks, you want to have everything inside of you feel like your guts are coming out, you know, because it's that intense to be at a race. And I don't even get to drive the thing. Think about these guys that get in there and drive these machines, you know, or these guys that are tuning on it saying, hey, did I do the right last little engine change, whatever it might be.
The nerves of watching.
Absolutely. And then it's for me, I've got family, you know, so my bonus son out there just doing his thing, and that's what you want. We're all family involved, and everybody in the sport's family, and you know, but it's still competition. So I'm you know, we ran fourth tonight, and I'm not happy about it, you know, but we had a great night as far as, you know, continue to get better, and I just hope we get to come back tomorrow.
On a night that some didn't want to run, force pretty good. That's all I'm gonna say.
Hey, you know what? We'll take it, and we'll put some notes in there, and we'll come back tomorrow and see if we can get 2 spots, 3 spots better.
Oh my God, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. You heard it from the great white himself.
Hey,
or is that great? Did you tip him?
We got a skunk going.
Did you tip him?
I
I mean, it looks great. I'm jealous as fuck. I mean, is that tipped? Oh,
I wish, buddy.
You tipped him.
Yeah, right.
Oh, hey, if a 20-year-old's gonna have that hairdo next week.
I hope so, man. I hope so. Maybe at Eldora I'll be signing autographs or something.
Oh, come on. Unbelievable.